I'm Gloria Strode and welcome to Straightforward. Today we have a very special treat for you, an awesome event that's coming to Columbus and the Chattahoochee Valley. And one of the main hosts for this fabulous event is Pat Gant. Welcome.
Well, oh, I'm so thankful to be here this morning.
I tell you, you are a very busy lady.
Yes, I am.
And people that know you have known you to be a very hard worker in every task that you have taken on. Of course, you have been, your husband, your family has been in the insurance business for a very long time, and have served many families.
Yes.
And so you've seen people grow and go and come back and be able to provide them with all of their insurance.
Yes.
But on that journey, you saw something that people didn't see.
Yes.
And then your husband was called into the ministry.
Yes.
And so now you have another full-time job.
Yes.
Besides the business full-time job. How long have you all been in the insurance business?
40 years.
Isn't that something?
40 years.
I know it was very long because my son is 35 now.
Okay.
Brandy was, you know, I remember her.
She's 37.
Yeah. And so you've really been out in the community
Yes.
working, so you're no stranger.
Right.
So when you all got the calling, or he was called, and of course you are serving as well, you were ready to take on that other adventure.
Yes, yes.
And it's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
This year, 8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
And so you all are at Corinth
Missionary
Baptist Church. And that was where Reverend Mays.
Reverend Mays.
Right. Some of his children, we all went to Carver together.
Okay, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jewel and my sister Glenda, which you know Glenda,
Yeah, I know Glenda.
who passed away. They were classmates.
Okay.
And then Evelyn and Ozell, my
Okay.
sister, they were classmates.
Okay.
So yeah, we're all from that same village
Okay.
over in Carver Heights.
Okay.
Well, now, besides State Farm, the Corinth family,
Yes.
you have taken on another mission.
And this is a mission from God.
It is, and it's
Because
not
my
mission impossible.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to take on another task.
Really?
But we were involved in an accident 17 years ago. I broke my back in 2 places.
Did you really?
I was in a very serious car, and I was out for 2 years on my back.
I never knew that.
Really?
Because people always thought you all, I never knew a day you were not at State Farm.
I was out for 2 years.
You were working from the bed.
I was working from the bed. And I'm serious. I understand what ministers go through. I'm not a minister or anything like that, or pastor. But God spoke to me so vividly. And he said, whenever I get up off my back, I call bed of affliction, because the only thing I can do is look up.
Right.
And he wanted me to start this mission, Faith, feeding, accepting, inspiring the hurting. Because, Gloria, I went through some hurt.
Yes.
I went hurt physical and spiritual in a sense, you know, both. And
because 2 years is a long time to be toiling.
A long time.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I had the best care. My husband took care of me like I was a queen, I'm telling you. So I just thank God for him.
Right.
And I studied my word and stayed in my Bible. And I want to do this, but he became a pastor. So you know how wives are. We put ourselves on the back burner.
Oh, yeah, because you got to support him, which you've always done that with the business.
Support my daughter,
exactly.
supporting everybody. And so this 2018, it was like a rushing wind, like something just came up in my belly. So you got to start this.
Right.
And my husband was 100% with me to go ahead on and move forward.
And so this is to address people that are hurting.
There are people that hurt.
And it's
all
a
types
lot
of,
of broken people. Even when you're in your car, Pat, you drive by, and I see people, and that's why I just say, Lord, have mercy on them.
Yes.
Because you can see the brokenness,
see
the
it.
hopelessness.
Yes.
And a lot of people suffer from depression, anxiety, and we've had other guests to come on and say, it's real.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they are going through, but a lot of times people don't have the finance to go to doctors.
Yes.
And you know in the black community, it's taboo to say you're depressed.
Oh, you know it, because they want
we
you
got to keep it a secret.
You got to keep it a secret, and you just got to pray it away.
Right.
Some things you can't pray away.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're going to need
they don't have the
help.
finance. They
Right.
don't have finances.
Right.
And so the Lord just opened up my heart and my mind and my soul to start this nonprofit ministry that we can help people that need help to go to the doctor.
Right.
To seek help. And that's what they need. They need someone to know that they love them. And you know, a lot of times people in the church,
Yes.
They're depressed, down and out.
And coming every week.
They come in depressed, they come in feeling bad, and they leave out feeling the same way. Because it's a...
And also in depression, there's sometimes a chemical imbalance. And if those things are not addressed, yes, we can pray and we can, you know, stand with you to try to help you to get better. But sometimes people might need a little bit more. We have people walking around clinically depressed and not even know they are depressed.
That's right.
You know,
and I know no money.
Yeah, but I know that I was depressed because I had so many losses.
Yes.
You know, of course, my sister Glenda, you knew her.
Yeah.
And then a year later, it was my best friend Sarah. And a year later, it was my daddy. And that's why I was telling you about my awesome friend Juan, who was there with me, just going through getting daddy's house together. And people really didn't understand. They saw me and I continued to go. But the grief was so deep. Sometimes I couldn't hardly breathe.
That's right.
You know?
And you know, Gloria, a lot of times people don't know how to talk to people.
That's true.
That are depressed.
Right.
You know, they say, oh, I know how you feel. If you never walked in my shoe, you don't know how I feel. You know, and sometimes people only want you to tell them you love them. Or give them a hug.
Or just listen.
Or just listen.
Right.
Don't
just
say
listen.
nothing. Just listen.
Yeah.
You know?
And that was what my friend Juan did. As we worked on Dad's house, he's a very quiet guy. He just worked very hard, and whatever I needed, he was there. He didn't realize the friend he was to me. But I needed somebody that was not going to bring additional stress. That was just going to help me push my way through. Because that was like closing out a lifetime. You know, it's my only parent for the most of my life since I was 7 years old. So that was like a major loss to me. You know, and the first time I said to my husband, I don't have a home to go to. You know, we've been together almost 40 years. He looked like me, are you crazy? But I always felt that wherever I was in the world, as long as I had my dad, I could go home.
You can go home.
I could get to Muskogee County. Whether I was in Seattle or Green Bay, California, I knew if he had a place, I had a place.
That's right.
So I'm really excited about this new ministry. And before we go into all of the details, you have this awesome event you've planned for the community. We got to get people motivated so they'll show up, because they will be blessed if they come. What we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Okay. All right.
We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Chalk by Quincy introduces Excellence Redefined, timepieces of the finest technology, luxury, and class with tons of style at chalklifestyle.com. Renal Associates, LLC, a team of physicians dedicated to excellent kidney care with 5 convenient locations to serve you: Stark Avenue, Columbus; Bradley Park Drive, Columbus; Lafayette Parkway, LaGrange; West Washington Street, Eufaula; and Spring Street in Warm Springs. Vanessa Jackson's District 3 Successful Scholars Program, supporting students in achieving academic excellence, outstanding citizenship, positive social and cultural growth, believing in success for kids. Dr. Sheikha Shaw Family Medicine, connecting your health to your future. Dr. Shaw prides herself in providing compassionate health care and establishing long-lasting relationships. Conveniently located at 2827 Warm Springs Road, Suite 3B. Call her today at 706-324-4177. B&O Services, consumer-focused personal care homes, providing innovative and integrated services for persons with developmental disabilities, creating quality experiences with a loving hands approach. For more information, call 706-330-1826 or visit bnoservices.com. State Farm Insurance, James Gant Agency, Columbus and Chattahoochee Valley. Prepare to welcome Angela Robinson of Tyler Perry's The Haves and the Have-Nots as guest speaker at Let the Burnt Ashes of Your Past Be the Pathway to Your Wholeness Conference, presented by Feeding Acceptance, Inspiring the Hurting Ministries, Saturday, March 16, 2019, 11 a.m., St. Luke Ministry Center, 301 11th Street, Columbus, hosted by Reverend James and Patricia Gant. For more information and to reserve your seat, call 706-324-2297. This is an event you don't want to miss. And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing this great conversation with Pat Gant. And Pat is on a new mission. Excellent wife, outstanding mother, superior grandmother. He has grown up, almost a teenager.
Baby.
I know it. So he's 12.
12 years
and
old.
God gave you a new baby.
That's right.
F.A.I.T.H.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
you push them on, sitting them out, and so this is your new baby.
Look, my grandbaby said, Grandmama, you're going to have the lady from the Have and Have-Nots in Columbus.
Yes.
He said, can I come? Because he know every Tuesday I'm watching it.
Exactly. So you are through your Feeding Acceptance, Inspiring the Hurting. And you're hosting a conference here in Columbus.
Exactly.
And it's on Saturday,
March 16th.
March 16th
at
11 at the St. Luke Ministry Center.
Yes.
And that's downtown on 11.
Right.
Okay. So you reached out, and we were sharing on the break that you selected a speaker that would be powerful.
Right.
But had people not, if you don't share today, they might have the wrong idea about who she is. It's that bad perception. Sometimes people have the wrong perception.
That's what it is.
Right.
Her name is Angela Robinson. She plays Veronica Harrington on the Haves and Have-Nots.
Okay.
And the Lord just blessed me one day. I was strolling through Facebook.
Right.
And one of my friends from Panama City had her as a guest at their conference.
Okay.
And she mesmerized me. I mean, she spoke and it touched my heart.
Yes.
And I was saying, oh my goodness, I would love to have her for our first conference.
Right.
You know.
Now, this is a faith-based conference.
Right.
And you're choosing Veronica.
I'm choosing
who's
Veronica.
a villain.
Yes. Yes.
So you wanted to clear that up.
I want to clear that up.
Yeah.
Because that's a role.
That's
her
her job.
That's
that
her
is
job.
not who
That's
she
not
is.
who Veronica is.
Veronica is the character.
Yes.
Yes. And so.
And Miss Angela Robinson
is a different person.
Is a different person.
Okay.
She got a real life. She got a husband. And she got children.
Okay.
And she believe in God.
And she believe in God. So the have and the have-nots is just the way she makes her living.
And I know I was going through my emails one day. And a good friend of mine, I don't know if you know Jimmy Watts. Well, he sent me an email and he said, Pat, he said, I want you to call me as soon as possible about Veronica, about Angela Robinson. And he had exclamation mark. And I said, oh my God, what's going on? You know? So I immediately called Jimmy. I said, Jimmy, what's going on? You know? He said, Pat, I want you to know, I went to school with her.
Really?
She's
FAMU. You never know how people know people.
He said, I went to school with her, and he said she played a big impact in his life. She was a prayer warrior.
Really?
He said that woman
at Florida A&M University.
So he can imagine her in his mind right to this day.
Really?
How she was so powerful in praying. And I said, oh, I thank the Lord.
See, now
for
there
that.
goes that myth about FAMU was a big party school. So they had praying people at FAMU when Jimmy was there.
Exactly.
How
and so
about that?
FAMU is reaching out with me, with her. Yes. The alumni here in Columbus.
Right.
Yes.
And so she has a following.
Yes.
Okay. And so she's going to be the speaker.
Yes.
And so what will the topic, what would the day look like?
The day will look like we're going to have a roundtable discussion.
Okay.
Dee Armstrong will be the one to facilitate that.
Okay.
And we have
our very own Dee.
That's right.
Yes.
Very own Dee. And we got many topics. And that's going to be probably about 45 minutes segment. We got some powerful singers. Marcita Lewis, I don't know if you know Marcita Lewis. She'll be one of the speakers. Karen Thompson is one. We got the best musicians and drummers and guitar players.
Okay.
And we're going to have some people that's going to be doing some powerful testimony of how they overcome depression.
Really?
Yes, they're going to be there.
So it's going to be a day of love.
Yes.
Food, because you're serving lunch. Fellowship. And people can gather information that will help them to grow.
Exactly.
And be healthy and
what I like about Ms. Robinson, she's down to earth. She said
she's approachable.
Yeah, she's approachable. She said, I don't mind taking pictures with people. I don't mind signing autographs. And she said, I want to be there just for the day, just to have fellowship with people. And
but because of that role she plays on TV, you're going to provide some security.
Oh, yeah, security will be there.
In case people get it mixed up.
Yeah.
No, because people have approached actors and actresses in the airport based on what they saw on TV. And I always tell people that stuff you see on TV is how people make their living.
Exactly.
That is not how they live their lives.
Because look, I sell insurance, but that's not my life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just one of the things that you do in your life.
Exactly.
Yes.
And our topic is let your burnt ashes of your past be the pathway to your wholeness.
Ooh, that's deep.
Ooh.
So all of that, so we're just this concept, beauty for your ashes.
Yes.
You always hear Joyce Meyer say that.
Yes.
So all of that past, we want to bury that.
We want to bury it.
And we want people to walk away whole, happy, and good, in a good mental place.
And knowing that you have a ministry that can help you. That's what I want to put out.
Right.
You know, these funds are
and
not
it's
for
a nonprofit.
Nonprofit.
This is not for State Farm.
No.
It's not for Corinth.
And it's not for James and Pat Gant.
It's not for James and Pat Gant. It is to provide community resources for people that might not be able to afford them.
Right. You know, people are depressed and we don't want them to go to that next step.
Oh, I know.
We don't want them to go to
and we've had that happen with some very high-profile people like Robin Williams.
Yes.
People always thought he's this happy guy and he played in great movies. So when people heard, you know, that he had gone to a very dark place in his life, people were stunned.
They were stunned.
I was stunned. And the guy that's on CNN that did all the traveling with the food, I loved Anthony Bourdain.
Yes.
We traveled the world through his eyes.
Right.
And we look forward to that. So when someone said he had moved over to the other side in that darkness, I was surprised. But I can recall saying to my husband, Anthony is looking different. He was thinner, you know, a whole lot of other physical things.
Right.
And I said, well, maybe he's just getting older, because sometimes as we get older, we get thinner. Of course, that ain't worked for me.
Me either.
But some people, you know, they get thinner when they get older. But that is an issue, and it's an issue even with our children.
Really?
We have
it is.
teenagers and young children.
Yes, because they're being bullied, and you know, and they feel depressed because of that.
Right.
And we have to watch our words and what we say to people, because it's so important.
Power in the words.
It's powerful in the words.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it really is.
And so, how do you reach people? Do you reach them through the regular ministry? I'm just saying, people that John Q. Public that's walking on the street, how do they reach you?
Well, we're going to have once a month meetings.
Good.
And we're going to advertise in the newspaper, you know, that section where you have meetings in the Columbus community. And I have counselors and on board that if someone coming in that need help or need someone to talk to, these people are doing it for me. Just to help the ministry.
Okay, pro bono.
And so, once they come in and we see that they need more help, like going to the doctor, we have funds there to help them. Then we want to set up programs in other ministries that can help and push people and help people. You know, first we want to, the first one, feeding. We want to feed them. We want to instill in them who God is, because that's number one.
Exactly.
And then once we do that, then we got to accept them.
Right.
And then we got to inspire them, empower them.
Yeah, because you have to meet people where they are. Yes.
Because some people are lost.
They are. They are. Well, what we're going to do is go to our final break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Warrior Outreach. Contact Command Sergeant Major Retired Sam Rhodes or Kathy Rhodes. The Hugel Foundation, enriching the community through Christian music support, community outreach, and the Georgia Through Photography Project. For more information, call B at 706-568-6431. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road. Trusted by generations. Best Care, transforming minds and bodies. Leading the way in the latest techniques of medical weight loss and wellness. Certified in family medicine and bariatrics, Dr. Blunt is ready to assist in the transformation of your mind and body. Call today, 706-221-6477, or visit bestcarecolumbus.com. East Alabama Endocrinology, educating and caring for those living with diabetes in Alabama and Georgia. 1400 Bradley Lake Boulevard, 3320 Skyway Drive, Suite 602, Opelika. Take charge of diabetes and live your best life. State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front line for veterans every day. Welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing this powerful conversation with the one and only Pat Gant.
All right.
Oh, Pat has taken on another baby, and this one is really going to change the lives of so many people.
Oh, that's what I'm
When we
praying.
went to the break, we were talking about traditionally in our church,
Right.
we have been taught it's not good to go to the doctor, the psychiatrist, the psychologist. You know, we just need to go to the altar.
Right.
I am one that goes to the altar, and people that know me from church know I'm usually one of the first ones there, last ones to leave, because I'm going to go through my whole list.
Right.
But sometimes we need a little bit more
little
than
bit
that.
more.
And so you want to stand in the gap.
I want to stand in that gap.
And this event that you're having on March 16th, and the young ladies coming from the haves and the have-nots.
Yes.
It's going to be a great day of music, fellowship, lunch,
Testimonies,
love,
yes.
testimonies, restoration, just
Yes,
stories of
yes.
restoration.
And gifts.
And gifts.
And gifts.
Okay. See, when people like to feel special when they go somewhere. But it's going to be a place where people can come. You're going to meet them where they are.
Right.
There are no big eyes, little U's.
None.
Whatever their story, there's no judgment.
That's right.
This is a no judgment
That's
zone.
right. That's right.
And that's what this ministry is about.
Yes, I really, my heart desire. I don't want people to even see our face, James. It's not about us.
Right.
It's a higher calling than this.
Exactly.
It's all about Jesus Christ and Him saved. Really, it is.
Right.
And so we just want to we're gonna be there, and we just want people to really leave there feeling uplifted, feeling encouraged, inspired, that they can go out and conquer whatever they want to. Because the Bible says you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Exactly. And your past is your past.
Your past is your past.
That's something
But so many people hold on to the past.
Well,
because I did.
Yes.
I held on to past hurts. I held on to people that have done me wrong, and I'm holding on to it.
Right.
It's like a weight and a baggage, and you can't move forward.
Exactly.
Until you release all that stuff with forgiveness and let it go. Then you can fly like a bird. And that's how I am now. All the people that have done me wrong, I pray for them, and I'm going about my business.
And you bless them.
I want to be, yes.
Yeah, just
I want
bless
to be
them
free,
all.
and I want to love people, and that's what it's all about. And so what God did for me, He can do for you. He's no respecter of person.
Exactly.
But you have to let go of that baggage.
Exactly.
I had baggage. It was weighing me down.
Daily. Yeah, it's just hard to get up and keep going.
Say something, I can't go. They talk. What?
Yeah.
So what is talk?
Right.
They talked about Jesus Christ. He kept going to the cross.
Yeah.
That didn't stop it.
Exactly.
So what they did to me, they didn't realize what they was doing. They was it was a stepping stone for me.
Right.
The more they taught, the more it just pushed me up higher
And
to do what I'm doing now.
Yes.
Because James and I went
Push you into your destiny.
we went through the worst thing of our life in a church. I'm
Really?
telling you. Ooh, it hurt us so bad until it pushed us into what we're doing now.
Right.
Knowing that you don't treat nobody the way some people treated us.
Right.
You don't
and
do
like
that.
they say sometimes church hurt is the worst hurt.
It's the worst hurt.
Because people go there for one thing, and then they find out, because church people can be more deadly sometimes than the people in the nightclub.
Right.
And I always joke about this, but the people out in the world in the nightclub know if they cross a certain line, it might go down. But in church, people will just do things, and they just, think it's no consequence.
But people have to realize when you go through that church hurt and people hurt you and say things that's not good, you can't put vengeance in your own hand.
Exactly.
You really, and that's the crossroad that took me. I had to really, because I was hurt so bad, you want to take revenge.
Yes.
But like the Lord spoke to my husband and I said, don't take revenge. Revenge is here, said the Lord.
Right.
Said, I will repay.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And what we did was went on about our business and loved the people and treated them good, and you just watch God work. That's what you do. You don't wish nothing bad on nobody.
Just stand still.
But the word said, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I will repay, not Pat Gant and James Gant. God would do his
and
work.
it didn't make you give up.
It didn't make me give up.
Right,
it really did. Because I wanted to give up.
Oh, I've heard some ministers say,
hurt.
I'm just throwing in the
and
towel.
for people to hurt you in the church, oh my God, that was devastating, because I thought the people around me loved me.
Right.
I didn't know this. I really did. I was just like,
well,
oh
you
my
always
God.
have to remember those that ate with
Yeah.
Jesus, you know,
Exactly.
that Last Supper.
Exactly.
And I always tell people, remember Judas and Jesus.
Yes.
That's the best thing,
Hey,
you know. And what
good
today,
comparison.
Today they'll be praising you.
Tomorrow
They'll
they'll
want to
lift you up,
kill you,
crucify
and then
you.
they want to kill, you know, crucify you. So the name of the ministry is Feeding, Acceptance, Inspiring the Hurting.
Exactly.
So anyone that has any type of past hurt, whether it's from marital, we have a lot of adults that bring baggage from their childhood into relationships where they can't function.
Exactly.
So all of those things, you know, you want to try to step in and provide community resources to help people to just be free of that. So they can go and live their best life.
Because, you know, we was thinking, where can you go for resources of depression and feeling lonely and isolated? Where do you go for financial help if you don't have health insurance? And a lot of health insurance don't pay for that.
Oh, no.
So this was a great avenue for James and I to go into to help people, because that's our desire, to help. You know, we are Jesus' hands and feet now. He's not walking on this earth anymore. He's through his word. So we got to do the work. So the
servants.
That's right.
You have to really get out and serve.
You got to get out and serve.
Not necessarily being served.
Exactly.
And that's the difference in, you know, some ministries.
Right.
It's like, no, you really have to go into the vineyard.
That's right.
That's where you're going to change lives. Because the people that normally come to church are the folks that normally come to church.
Exactly.
But we have a lot, as I was saying, when you drive through the city, you see a lot of hurting people.
You see a lot of hurting people. You see a lot of people. And one thing I want to say also, Gloria, is that you have to have faith. And I look back over my life when I was contemplating this. I looked at the people that had faith in James and I. And when I look back at it, there's a man, his name was Paul Sanders. He's State Farm, he was James' manager. And he gave James and I opportunities to be with State Farm. We turned him down so many times because we were scared. We was young, 20-something years old. And we had to have all this money, and we didn't have it. And so he had faith in us. He saw something in us that he thought that we was going to make it. So last month, he died.
Oh,
he was 80-something years old, and I want to keep his name alive because he had faith in us. Right. And so I spoke to his wife, and one of the love, I call it love in action. Like when we give somebody a donation or whatever, it's gonna be named after him. And then also this guy named Harry Tinsley. When we went into business, I mean, we practically lost everything. Credit bad. That's okay. We just busted and disgusted. Right. Went to banks turned us down. Right. But went to Harry Tinsley. Right. At one particular bank. Right. And he made a difference. He looked at Jane. He said, "I believe y'all gonna make it." Yes. He said, "I'm gonna have faith." That was his word. I'm gonna have faith in you and trust that you'll do what's right. And that's why you all are paying it forward. Oh my God, that man helped us. I'm telling you, Gloria. If it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have made it. Right. So that's why you are giving back. I'm giving back. So before we run out of time, we want to make sure that people remember what's the name of this conference. The conference is Faith, Feeding, Accepting, Inspiring, and Hurting. But our subject will be Let the Burnt Ashes of Your Past be the pathway to your wholeness. All right. Conference. Okay. So that's March 16th, and they can catch you at State Farm. Yes, or they can go to Calvin Hughes office, State Farm. They go to Milan's on Winton Road, Beauty Salon. Okay, and we'll be cheering you on. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Right. Okay. This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.